Welcome to Coffee with Viking. I am Mike. Cheers. Today's devotion, how to endure being stuck. Acts 16:25 through 26. About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them, and suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were opened and everyone's bonds were unfastened. Paul and Silas were chained and locked down in a gloomy prison, awaiting their fate. Did God truly call them to this dead end of beatings, chains, and locked doors among criminals? How could they respond when so many things stood against them? Rather than despairing that God's favor or blessing had departed their ministry, they turned to Him in faith, singing hymns and praying. They trusted in God's direction and power when they could have despaired. As you encounter your own trials, roadblocks, and suffering, prayer and praise can break the chains of despair that could otherwise hold you back. Physical circumstances don't reveal much about God's proximity. In times of suffering or trial, focusing on God's presence and love can become your first step toward freedom. Even if you remain stuck, locked down, or struggling for a season, God has not abandoned you. Perhaps God won't shake you loose from your chains right away, and some of us learned that one the hard way, but some of us in life, like the prophets Paul and Silas, have become some of the strongest men in the Bible, faith-wise, because of all the fire they walked through. Perhaps God won't shake you loose from your chains right away, but regardless of how He sends help in the end, a faith that endures continues to sing even in the darkness, as we saw with Paul and Silas there, singing praise after being tormented in the prisons, chained down and locked up, still showing their faith. And that's the kind of faith that I think we all should be striving for. That and the faith like David and Jesus, I trust that you are with me when I feel trapped or hopeless. Because even when we feel hopeless, there is always hope. Because as long as we stand with God, there's always hope. God's not going to leave us without. He's always with us. And never forget that. He's always with you, even when you feel alone and like there's nothing to hope for anymore. God is still there. And even if He don't answer right away, it's because He has something in the work. And maybe the trial you're going through is to make you stronger in faith. Stay blessed. Stay caffeinated. Much love.